Here we are, Sunday, December 11th, 2022. I'm Larissa. It's my video diary. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I got a fire going. Oh, the sneeze crawled up. Crawled back up. So, I saw this morning that the Artemis pod splashed down today. Be interesting to see what they get out of it, right? I want to know what happened with the yeast. I want to know what kind of yeast they used. So my uncle who worked for NASA died on the 3rd of December. Nobody told me. My family, I'm excluded. They don't like me. They don't like me. I'm not good enough for them. I'm too dirty for them. I'm not good enough for them. Not good enough to be part of their group. So, they don't tell me nothing. Tomorrow is the anniversary of my grandmother's death. It's her little brother that worked for NASA. It's also around the time Homer's dad died. I really don't like December. The whole holiday season. Not because I don't like celebrating Jesus' birthday, but it's like nothing else good about it, right? And Omar doesn't even really celebrate Christmas. He just celebrates whatever I do, right? Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh my God, I've been having, I guess it was this past Lent, during Lent season, I had something pop in my back, and I was in excruciating pain for a very long time, and I was abused at the hospital, and I had to threaten the hospital because they were trying to charge me for services that they didn't render, and I had to contact the insurance company and everything. They finally quit hounding me for money because I wasn't going to give them money for anything. They didn't give me any treatment, and I had to heal myself, right? Catholic hospital, they abuse women. I'm Catholics, yeah. I'm Catholic, yeah. Priests, church, they abuse women, particularly women like me. Women like me who won't toe their fucking oppression line. Anyway, that spot back there, I woke up this morning, I guess it was about 4 o'clock, a little after 4 o'clock, having a spasm in that arm, or in my back there, I had something popped. I felt it and I heard it. Something popped, like something snapped back there, and in my shoulder, under my shoulder blade, and then I had excruciating pain down my arm. And anyway, I've been having weird nerve spasms this morning in my arm, and I think it's because I've been doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of, let me flip it around. We can look at some of what I've been working on. Oh, it's nice to sleep. I've been sleeping, yeah. Sleeping in the living room. I can actually sleep now. Look at him. Look at him. Hey, Brody. Hey, how's your foot, buddy? He has an owie on his foot. Anyway, so I got 2 jackets cut out over there to start. And there's that garment over here, this garment. It's a clown suit. So this clown suit, it was one of the early ones that I made that I never hadn't really worn it because I hadn't worked out all of the design issues, and so I took apart the original garment and reassembled it so that it is the functional clown suit that I now make. But this one has pockets, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna sell that one. And then there's this garment over here that I'm working on right now, which is kind of a, it's not a dress, and it's based on the clown suit, but it's a little bit different. It's more of a like, I don't know. It's more of a blouse. It's more of a blouse, and it's going to have a sleeve of sorts, a little open shoulder kind of thing, and it's going to be meant to go over like a tank or a tank dress, or you could, I suppose you could wear it over jeans or whatever, but it's it's not like the clown suit that can be worn by itself, right? This is a piece of an ensemble as opposed to being a complete garment. So, but it's based on the same pattern and the same premise that I'm using, and that's upcycled fabric. This fabric on this garment, it's upcycled fabric. It was yardage that I bought at a resale shop, out of somebody's stash of things that So it's an upcycle, and it has some flaws. The fabric has some flaws on it, but I've included the flawed pieces, so that it's all used. And then, like I said, I have two more jackets over there that I just dyed that fabric, and they're going to be painted. So, so I've been at the sewing machine and doing a lot of work. Yesterday, I made some onion soup. They had these onions bags of onions at Whole Foods the last time we went grocery shopping, and I don't know what the varietal is called, but I recognized the onion. It's this because I bought them. I bought them at a farmer's market one time. Well, more than one time. Anyway, it's a super super sweet onion. Super super sweet onion. Like, and it's also there's this Persian restaurant, and I think it was in Sunnyvale, that when you'd sit down at the table, they'd bring you these pieces of onion, raw onion, and butter and bread, and that was like your start. When they brought the bread out to the table, and it was this kind of onion, super 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 sweet. Anyway, when I saw them at the store, I was excited. I got the bag. I made this onion soup yesterday. It was really really good. hmm Made a big old cheesy crouton to go in it. So good. We ate the whole pot of soup. We did. We ate the whole pot of soup yesterday. How often does that happen? You eat a whole pot of soup. It's a real simple soup. It's a really, really simple soup. So it had the onions. It has to be these onions, though. You can't make this soup with other onions. It has to be this sweet, sweet onion. It's a sweet white onion with a yellow paper skin on it, but it's not a yellow onion, and it's not a white onion. It's this. It's not a Vidalia. It's not a Vidalia. I don't know. It's a really sweet onion, and they're not big. Vidalias are kind of big. These are like, they're small. They're not the little tiny ones. It's this certain varietal, and they have kind of they kind of have almost elliptical, slightly pointed shape. They're not real round. Anyway. So I used like 5 or 6 of those onions, sliced up real thin, and half a bunch of celery with the leaves part cut into real small pieces, and like a bulb of garlic, um, and you saute that with butter and black peppercorns and bay leaf, right? And you add your salt. Once those start to cook down. When they start to get clear and start to soften, you stir it. Oh, I put in some olive oil too with the butter, and then you add a little bit of tomato paste, like a couple tablespoons of tomato paste, and like a couple tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. You let that cook a little bit with it. And then you add half a bottle of an earthy white wine. I had a Grenache Blanc, and that I used. It was really good. To then deglaze the pan, right? And then you let that reduce down, and then you add. I added a couple of vegetarian bouillon cubes. Like you could use beef stock if you're a beef eater, but I am vegetarian, so well, I'm pescatarian now. But I added a couple bouillon cubes, which you wouldn't have to add, but it deepens the flavor, right? And then I added the water, right? And then I added some dried herbs. I have my herb mix from the yard this year. The herb yield was not as high this year as it was last year. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's just because I didn't dry as many. I don't know. My herb yield wasn't quite as high. I added those dried herbs, and then you finish it with fresh parsley. And the onions get really, really, they get melty. They melt. And then I had our loaf of bread. And I sliced the bread nice and thick and toasted it and made it nice and crispy and melted cheese on top of it. And put that in the bottom of the bowl, and then you pour the soup around. It's like French onion soup, except I didn't bake the cheese on top, and I didn't use Gruyere. I used maple smoked Gouda and a really, 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 really sharp dry cheddar. It was good. It was really good. Highly medicinal. So much garlic, so much onions. But I don't smell oniony. I don't smell oniony, even though we ate all those onions. I mean, can you imagine? We ate that entire pot of soup, so we ate like 3 onions each yesterday. Can you imagine eating three onions? 3 whole onions. It's really good. I don't know what I'm going to make today. I don't know. I know I need to make deodorant. I've been needing to make deodorant, so I'm going to make some deodorant today. And I have the rest of my epazote plant in there that's been drying, and it's ready for me to crush all those leaves and stuff off of that. So I'll make deodorant today, clean the epazote plant, and pack up the herb, and I don't know, probably work on some laundry, and maybe red up around the house a bit, and make dinner. I don't know, what do we have for dinner tonight? What do I have in there? Freezer. I have frozen shrimps and I have frozen fishes. Maybe we'll barbecue. I think we're going to barbecue. It's been a while since we barbecued. I think we're going to barbecue tonight. I got spaghetti squash. I have fish and spaghetti squash, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Almost going to have to carry stuff, though, because my arm's, it's doing the weird spasmy thing. I want to sit down and sew, but I got a bunch of buttons I want to sew on something over there, and I don't think I should do it. I don't think it's wise. I think I need to give my arm a break. So, I'd like to do yoga today, but it would be way too much work because of the work I'm doing in the studio space over there. Like, I can't put all that away. It's like work in progress, so there's not enough room to do yoga in the house right now. Brody, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do today, Brody? You going to do chickens with Daddy? The rain seems to have stopped. Oh my God. We've gotten a bunch of rain yesterday and today. It's been really nice. Yucca-poo outside, though. Totally yucca-poo. Big old mud puddle outside. Yucca-poo. Yucca-poo. But the rain seems to have stopped. Now everything's just wet and glistening. Somebody beat the Celtics yesterday. Tatum Tots. Beat that Tatum Tots and that Marcus Not So Smart. That was a fun game to watch, huh? Well, anyway. Anyway.